Warning, intruder detected. Establishing communication. Access granted. Accessing confidential data. Let's go. Your message has been transmitted successfully.
And welcome to Unicorn Stadium on a beautiful Friday night. It's the New Braunfels Unicorns hosting the Smithson Valley Rangers. Ranger football on the air tonight, and we're glad you've joined us. 6-2 Rangers, 5-1 in the district. New Braunfels, the surprise team, now at 4-2 in the district. They've made the playoffs, 6-3 overall. 3 straight wins for the Unicorns. And Roland, this is a team that their quarterback runs it, but he throws the ball to a bunch of different people, and they do throw it well and run it well.
Absolutely. You were mentioning the Unicorns at 6-3, none bigger than their win last week against Clemens. And man, what a day for their quarterback, Ryan Redding, who put the ball up and actually passed for about 149 yards in that game.
And for the Unicorns, they'll face a defense for Smithson Valley that has just turned up the notches. 13.5 points a game is what they've averaged over the season, and they've been none better than the last 3 or 4 games, Roland. And this is a team that's really cranking with wins over Judson, Canyon, Clemens, and Wagner, and East Central, 5 in a row, and it's the defense that's really setting the tone.
And what a season that defense has had from the offense, from the defensive line all the way to the defensive secondary. And the key to tonight's game is going to be able to contain quarterback Ryan Redding of New Braunfels.
Going to be a good offensive game for the Rangers as well, as Josh Atkins has all his weapons. We hope you stay with us. We're going to take a timeout, and we'll be back with tonight's kickoff. This is the Ranger Network.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by Security Bank, Ferris Orthodontics, GVTC, Wick Productions, HEB, Rangers Network, Chicken Express, Pizza Hut, Red McCombs Ford, and Smoky Moe's. Hey Rangers fans, have you joined the Rangers Network? If not, now's the time. It's easy and free to subscribe. Get your phones out. Text the word Rangers to 42828 to stay in touch with all the latest Rangers news. Want that again? Text the word Rangers to 42828. Go Rangers!
And we're back at Unicorn Stadium as all the pregame festivities have gone. And I'd be corrected at this point. New Braunfels won the toss and elected to receive. It was not a deferring of anything. So the Unicorns will receive, and the Ranger defense will take the field the first. And I don't know that I could have personally asked for anything I'd rather see is their offense versus the Ranger defense, because I think that's the best matchup of the night for the Rangers. And we'll have to see what goes on there, because it's an interesting night, Roland, because it's a wide-open offense that I think the Rangers have seen enough of this year, and they're going to be able to see if they can keep up with this one.
Let's kick it off and get things started already. I tell you, it is going to be a good one.
So the Rangers will kick off, and well, the clock's been reset to 12 for quite a while. We're a little slow at getting going. I guess it's because of the Unicorn Dance Girls, if it just had a hard time getting off the field for any, whatever the case might be. That's okay. We're ready to go now as Mason Reed will get ready to put a toe to it, and the Rangers get ready to go. The Unicorns have a couple of players deep. And here comes Reed, and the end-over-end kick is underway. From the far side at the 5, the Unicorns will take it up that sideline. There's a seam, and he's got room, and finally knocked down at the last minute. I think it's Ricky Rios that brought him down, but a good run back for the Unicorns to get things off, and we're underway already as now from the 30-yard line, the Unicorns will start 1st and 10. Kick coverage has been a strength of the Unicorns most of the season. So again, Fullen, Nutzi, Arnold, Keeler on the front, Deaton, Gibbons, Zuber. Then in the secondary, Merrick Woodard, Hanson, Rios, and Pierce. And we'll bring again out Ryan Redding at quarterback for the Unicorns. From the 30, 1st and 10. First is a handoff, and not much room in going there, as I think it was Jack Gibbons who got the tackle. Looked like that was Hickenbottom, the senior running back, who again has 10 touchdowns on the year, 500 yards, but didn't get much on that one. I think they'll give him credit for barely a yard.
Credit Jaden Deaton also for coming on and stopping the running back, putting a hit on him for a little gain of 1.
So the Rangers with their 4-man front. Strong safety Hanson clear up near the line of scrimmage now. And here's another handoff. This is Higginbottom. He's got room. Got a first down as he gets near midfield before he's finally dragged down by Zuber, but not until it's a 20-yard pickup to the Smithson Valley 49-yard line, and that was just a handoff on the right offensive side, and the defensive front was not ready.
That's it. Good job by the right side of the New Braunfels line to open up that hole for the running back Hickenbottom, and a big gain.
So 21 yards on 2 carries for Hickenbottom, and we'll see what they do now. Again, 2 receivers far to the left, 1 to the right, near side. 2 backs with Redding in the backfield. And he'll give it to Hickenbottom again. This time he's tied up after barely a yard. I think a bunch of Rangers in there again, Deaton and Hanson both, along with Gibbons. So not much room on that one. So 2 short gains, and Hickenbottom comes up. Looks like he's a little bit limp. He's given no weight on his foot on his right side as he hops off the field with his left foot. And that time I think he got twisted probably somewhere on the bottom of the pile, but just a gain of 1 at 2nd and 9. So again, they're back to the line of scrimmage, but with a new tailback now. Martinez is listed. Let's see who it is. Redding wants to throw. A quick throw to the edge. It's caught for not much. They give him about 5. Looks like Caleb Gonzalez received that one for a gain of 5 to the Smithson Valley 44. Good coverage on the play. Good coverage on the play. It was Sikova, pardon me, who caught the pass. Jordan Sikova. And again, it's 3rd and 5 from the Ranger 44.
Big play to make a statement right now for this Ranger defense.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. They're stacked here on the near side. 1 back with Redding in the backfield. The snap, he'll quick out again, and a nice catch by another receiver. That one's Levi Emmons. He'll catch it and move up to about the 40 before he's dragged down by the Ranger defense, and that will leave it short. It's 4th and 1. Good job by the defense to recover for the wide receiver screen on the near side.
Absolutely. Once again, a defense going to the football, and that's what the Rangers have been noted for all season long, stopping New Braunfels short of that first down.
Both cornerbacks, Merrick Woodard and Pierce, will be challenged tonight, along with safeties Hanson and Rios. It's 4th and 1. The Unicorns are going to go for it on the 40-yard line. Redding takes the snap, hands it off. And it's a first down gain. A good run that time by Alec Alamanderas. And he's got a first down run before he's dragged down by Gibbons and others. Clear up at the 35-yard line. That's first down for the Unicorns.
That was a good job that time by Redding to hand the ball off to Alamanderas right there at the last minute. And I think what happened there, the Ranger defense keyed on the quarterback, and big hole opened up. First down, Unicorns.
1 receiver right, 3 now to the left. And no backs in the backfield, but there's a stoppage and a timeout called by the Unicorns. If the Unicorns want to talk about something real quick, we'll take a timeout as you're hanging on to the Ranger Network.
Now, Brandon, there's nothing to be afraid of. It's no big deal.
Bye, Dr. Bayless. That didn't hurt at all. Can I go pick from the treasure chest now?
Summerhill Dental is your Smithson Valley dentist. We're close by and we care.
What gives? Oh, check it out. He's buffering.
That's super annoying. He really ought to sign up for GVTC's internet service with SpeedSync. Up to 100 megabits download speed and up to 100 megabits upload speed too.
That's fast. Finally, he'll stop buffering at the worst times.
Call GVTC today for SpeedSync internet service and say bye-bye to buffering. GVTC, just plain smart.
When he's done loading, this is gonna be hilarious.
Well, the timeout has, the huddles have broken from both schools as we're back to Unicorn Stadium. Again, we have a 1st and 10 from the Ranger 35. Unicorns with the ball first. We've played about 3.5 minutes here. 8:26 left in the first quarter. Still no score. Redding in the backfield all alone. 2 receivers right, 3 to the left. All 5 backs out. Straight drop back, short drop over the middle. Has a man, but throws it. Well, it wasn't catchable. MJ Martinez, the intended receiver. Rios on coverage, but that ball was not close enough to the hands of Martinez to be a catch, so it's incomplete and it's 2nd down.
That one thrown just a bit in front of the intended receiver.
And there's a flag, and it's against the Rangers. 15 yards. I believe it was roughing the quarterback.
Well, Rangers not known for making mistakes like that. Something they're going to have to keep in check this evening.
So the 15-yard penalty takes it all the way to the Rangers 20. So 1st and 10 there for the Unicorns. Redding has one back with him. 2 right and 2 left. Short drop, throws it out to the edge. And there's a catch and a run up the field. Looks like a good one. Caleb Gonzalez with that one. 1st down yardage. Out past the 10 and like to the 8 before he's finally dragged down by Pierce out there.
Good catch and run that time by Gonzalez to get the Unicorns inside the 10, inside the 5 actually. No, it'd be inside the 10, correction.
So it's 1st and goal from the 9 now for the Unicorns as they, like Judson did a week ago, take the opening drive down the field. Ranger defense will try to tighten up here on 1st and goal. There's a throw out to the left. It goes incomplete. And more contact with the quarterback that time as Redding got knocked down by not only 2 Smithson Valley players, but his blocker was there trying to protect him as well, and that was Alamanderas. And a couple of Rangers came in, and they all went tumbling there at the end after the throw, which was intended for Gonzalez, but goes incomplete. 2nd and goal.
Wide receiver Drew Casper coming off the field. He looks to be favoring his foot. Not a serious injury, but certainly doesn't look natural.
All right, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Now 2 backs in the backfield with Redding. In the shotgun, he'll roll to his right, takes the snap, and now has pressure. He'll try to scramble, but the Rangers will get him, and that is a good tackle, a sack, I think, by C.J. Keeler. I bet they'll give him a sack, even though Redding did pull it down and try to run. So clear back to the 16-yard line. It's now 3rd and goal from the 16, a loss of 7 on the play.
Good job that time by Keeler, staying in pursuit that time and putting a stop to quarterback Ryan Redding. It's going to back things up for the Unicorns, of course, just a bit.
So we'll see what they bring out. Now 2 receivers go to the left, 2 to the right. A lone setback is Alamanderas with Redding. He's asking for motion is Redding. The far receiver Edmonds does. Now he gets pressure as he takes the snap, and he'll get sacked again on 3rd and goal. There is a flag on the far side, but Redding is brought down clear back at the 28, so that'd be another big loss if it stands. We'll have to see and listen for the call. So it's against the offense, illegal shift or illegal procedure. It'll be declined. It's 4th down, and the ball's clear out at the 28 now. So even a field goal try would be a long one. My guess is they're going to keep the offense on the field with nothing to lose.
Absolutely. Hats off to C.J. Keeler once again for that big defensive stop.
All of a sudden, after they got pushed around a little bit, the defense decided to come up and put some pressure on. Our 2 cornerbacks switch sides of the field. So 2 receivers to either side for the Unicorns on 4th and goal with 7:08 to go in the first quarter. Redding takes the snap, short drop, now drifts to his right, has to scramble, there's pressure. Will get up the field a little bit, but that'll be a 4th down non-conversion, the Rangers will take over from what looks to be their own 22. It'll be 1st and 10 as the defense comes up with a huge stop.
Absolutely. Hats off to the Smithson Valley defense. I mean, they had New Braunfels. New Braunfels was driving that time. Looked like they were possibly going in for the score, but the defense rose to the occasion. We've seen that all season from Smithson Valley.
So the defense of the Unicorns will have to just kind of make our way through this one, as we have not seen them this year, and there's nobody that just jumps out at you from what we've heard. Their strong safety again, Colton Menley, is their leading tackler. Here's Atkins, fakes the handoff, rolls to the right, looks to the right side. It's Martinez. It's a pass and a catch. Actually, that's Josh Dillon, pardon me. Goes down to his knees to make the catch and is down when he catches it, and he's right near the 32-yard line when I think they're going to call it a first down. So the first play of the game for the Rangers is a 10-yard pass play for a first down to Dillon.
And here's where the Rangers get the offense going.
So the Rangers will send 2 receivers to the right and 2 to the left. Lone setback, I believe, is Vic Nair. Now Rude comes back to the backfield to block. It's going to be a run going right. That's Aiken. He's too quick to be Vic Nair. That is Nick Aiken, who gets the start at tailback, at least on this one. And the sophomore has a first down run out to the 45 before he's dragged down on a nice play by Colson Clark. But a good run by the sophomore running back.
And the Unicorn defense at this point has to be shaking their heads. 2 big plays, already run off by that Ranger offense.
And 2 first downs. Atkins in the shotgun, 2 receivers either way. He's going to throw it out to Aiken and throws it behind him. That ball might be loose because I think it was backwards, and I believe that is a lateral and not an incomplete pass, and that would be Unicorn ball, and it is. Josh threw that one behind the runner, and Aiken couldn't grab it, and then when it went loose off his hands, the Rangers couldn't get on it, and that is going to be considered a fumble, and it's Unicorn football at the Ranger 43.
Well, got a call on the Ranger defense once again. Hopefully that won't be a costly mistake.
So the first turnover of the game gives the ball to the Unicorns on the Ranger 43. So the defense again, as Roland mentioned, will have to come up with a big stop. They'll send 3 receivers to the right on the near side, 1 to the left. Handoff is faked by Redding. He'll try to keep it himself, but he's hit and brought down. I think Arnold got the first knock on him there, and Redding goes down after a short gain of just a yard.
Only a gain of 1. That was good concentration once again by the defense to follow the quarterback.
2nd and 9 from the Ranger 42. The defense asked to stop the Unicorns for a second time here in the early going as we've gone just past the midway point of the first quarter. Unicorns, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, 2 backs in the backfield with Redding. And here's a handoff, and that is Martinez, I believe, MJ Martinez. He puts his head down and barrels into the defensive front and gets about 4 yards up to the 39, so it'll be 3rd and 6. So give him a 3-yard gain.
They've been getting a couple of tough yards in the middle of that Smithson Valley defensive line by running right at him. But right now what the Ranger defense is looking at is a bend, don't break type of defense.
3rd and 6 from the 39 of the Rangers. The defense has to call and make a big stop here. 3 receivers. And here's pressure on Redding, pardon me. There's a pass and a catch. It'll be a first down. Ricky Rios did a nice job of coming up and making a stop as the catch is made by Zachary Yaws. His 6th reception of the season is good for a first down in Ranger territory at the 28.
Yaws got open just in time, and Redding unloaded it just in time as well.
Ryan Redding, a junior quarterback, listed at 165. Looks like he's about 6 foot tall. Nobody on the rosters anymore wants to put heights on rosters. I just don't understand it. Anyway, Redding takes the snap, hands it off. Not very much room. I think it was Martinez again. Give him a yard up to the 27. So a short gain. The Ranger defense really playing tough up the middle again.
Seconds a pickup of 1 on that play. That'll bring up a 2nd and 9 for New Braunfels.
Defense making their call as the offensive set sends 2 receivers to the right, or 2 to the left and 1 to the right. 2 backs with Redding in the backfield. He fakes a handoff, throws it, and a nice pass and catch. And again, their passing game is really spreading it around. That's Zachary Yaws for the second time on this drive, and that's good for a first down as they'll mark the ball at the 18-yard line, and that's a first down for the Unicorns.
Second time Yaws has lined up in kind of a slot position and come up with big catches for the Unicorns.
Yaws, the tight end. Now on the right side, 2 on the right, 1 on the left in the spread out formation by the Unicorns. 2 backs with Redding. On 1st and 10, he'll hand it off, and up the middle goes the back. That is Alamandaris, and that is a touchdown for the Unicorns. As the Unicorns have struck gold first, 2:58 to go in the first quarter, and New Braunfels up 6-0, the extra point to come. The extra point try from, I think Kyle Giffen is the one who kicked that one. Or does it start? We'll see, but the extra point is good, so it's 7-0 Unicorns. We'll be back after this timeout.
Get your guns up. Do you know exactly what qualifies it to be a marsupial? We have a whole new group of seniors this year, but some things always stay the same. Get your phones out, text your mama hi, and tell her you love her. On the field, they're all business, but in here, it's all fun and games. Coach Hill's gonna be pretty impressed. Nick, when does that noise come in handy?
Hello from the other side.
Ooh. Can you imitate Coach Shen for me? Are you NASCAR material? After I get done watching my Minecraft videos, draw me a picture of Coach Hill. Watch Senior Moments with Emily every week on Inside Rangers Football.
Am I gonna have to do laps after that, Coach?
I brought you here tonight to reveal our secret weapon defense. It's a real game changer. When our men are tired and hungry and don't want to go home and cook, but they're starving for great food at a great price, we're gonna call the delicious double wing.
You can't lose when your family calls the delicious double wing and you stop by Chicken Express for our legendary chicken tenders and Chicken East sweet tea.
This is awesome. Who came up with this plan?
Well, the Rangers had it happen last week when they let the opponent score first and then they shut them out the rest of the game. So let's hope that similar fortunes are on our plate tonight. The Rangers go back in kickoff reception with Dillon and Woodard. And the Unicorns will kick off here for the first time tonight. Again, 2:58 to go first quarter, 7-0 New Braunfels.
And Tony, that was a 6-play, 43-yard drive. Alec Almendarez taking the ball over. That 2:55 off the clock for the Unicorns, and to put them on the board first, as you mentioned, 7-0.
Starch will kick it off for the Unicorns. And it's a high kick in the middle of the field. Woodard takes it at the 25. He's got a seam up the right side and finally brought down as he passes the 40. So well under his 40 yards per average kick return. But the Rangers have good field position nonetheless at the 41-yard line. They will start 1st and 10. And the offense rolling that had good effectiveness just had a miscue. Will come back out and try it again.
And that's what it is. Correct the miscues. If you're going to have them, get them out of the way early on and fix them for later on in the game when it counts.
Unicorns lead it by a touchdown as they scored first. Rangers will try to answer that now. 1st and 10. Motion and a handoff. It's Aiken up the middle. Gets 4 or 5 before he's brought down in a pile of Unicorns. Looks like one of the big defensive tackles, Thomas, or Merritt Thomas, who has just 13 tackles on the season. Looks like he was at the bottom of that pile, so we'll give him credit. A gain of about 3 at 2nd down and 7.
And the Rangers have been successful running the football thus far. Of course, this is only their second offensive drive of the ball game, but it looks like they've been having their way running the football thus far.
So 2 receivers either way for the Rangers. Atkins throws it out. That's Indiana Hawes. No, that's McNair. McNair catches it on the right side. He's up near a first down, but I'm not sure if he'll get it. We'll have to look at the spot. They do give him a first down.
Yeah, moving the chains that time. Big catch by Cody McNair.
Cody again was listed as the likely starter at tailback, but now he's come in on this drive, and again, he and Aiken both have been effective. So a receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Atkins, straight drop back, has a little pressure, now tries to get away, and he can't. There's a flag that comes down. My guess is that's a hold, but the Unicorn defense comes up with a sack of Josh Atkins. Clear back at the 43. Thomas again in on the play. They're giving him credit. It's a hold against the Rangers, and we'll see whether the Unicorns want to So it's declined, and instead of 1st and 20, it's 2nd and, let's say, 18. So still pretty good for the Unicorns. They came out well on that one. Atkins gets the play from the sideline. 2 receivers either way. Looks like McNair in the backfield. Josh, quick stop, throws it. Atkins catches it, or Dillon catches it across the 40, across midfield, pardon me, and he's brought down finally as he gets into Unicorn territory at the 44. So that makes up a manageable 3rd down and about 6 as they mark him down at the 45. And now here's a timeout by the Unicorns again. So still in the first quarter, 1:17 to go. The Unicorns call their 2nd timeout of the quarter. We'll be back after this timeout.
This November, vote for a man who knows how to be an American in America for Americans. Vote for Coach Hill for President of the United States. He's not afraid of anything.
And then the ninjas come out of the forest.
Ninjas?
Who wouldn't vote for a president who had ninjas in their video?
But I don't want to be the president.
But you're from Texas, Coach, and that makes you a shoo-in. I'll make sure to put that in the video.
But it doesn't matter, because I don't want...
I know! We should get John Wayne to be in your video.
John Wayne?
I can hear it now. The new president of the United States of America is...
Whoa. I just have to say that if I was president, I couldn't coach football anymore.
Well then, I'm officially resigning as your campaign manager and vice president.
Okay then.
Coach, how tall do you think you have to be to run for president?
This political ad was paid for by Wick Productions. Watching a video is just better than reading stuff.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by Security Bank, Ferris Orthodontics, GVTC, Wick Productions, HEB, Rangers Network, Chicken Express, Pizza Hut, Red McCombs Ford, and Smoky Moe's.
So we're back to Unicorn Stadium where the Braunfels Unicorns lead the Rangers with 1:17 to go in the opening period. It's 7-0 New Braunfels. The Rangers with the ball for the 2nd time tonight. The first one ended in a turnover. This one's still on the move, though, as even after a quarterback sack, the Rangers have put together a couple of plays that set up 3rd and 6. And after the timeout, they'll break the huddle with 3 receivers coming left, 1's to the right. We haven't seen Woodard on offense yet. Josh Atkins takes the snap, short drop. Now he wants to run a quarterback draw. He's got a first down across the 40, across the 35 before he's brought down. And a nice job by Josh Atkins that time. Jonathan Pierce, the inside linebacker, made the tackle, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
And right there is where a quarterback like Josh Atkins is so valuable, because he gets the defense to commit and to buy into the pass, and right then he's able to, has the speed to be able to take off and pick up good yardage in a first down.
So 1st and 10 from the 35. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Atkins fakes the handoff, wants to throw, has a man over the middle. It's Dillon. Touchdown, Rangers! Oh my, what a throw. And Josh Dillon sprinted to get to it and made a great over-the-shoulder catch.
That's how you draw it up in the locker room. Picture perfect. Atkins to Dillon that time to take us within 1 point of tying this thing up with 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Just like that, the Rangers strike back as their offense will not be slowed down here. And the extra point by Mason Reed to come to try and tie this one up. The snap is good, the hold is down, and the kick is good. So, just like that, with 45 seconds to go in the first quarter, we've got a timeout on the field as the Rangers have tied it at 7-all. We're back after this timeout.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by Whataburger, Peppa Thomas with Remax, Max's Roadhouse, Ashley Small Engine Sales and Service, Texas Roadhouse, and Sunbelt Rentals.
Carpooling with Coach. You're up early to coach those Rangers, and we're up early to make great smiles. What a great idea.
I agree. You guys do the driving. Gives me a little time to watch some game film.
You mind if we play a little bit of music this morning? Hey, Coach, that was so much fun. What time should we be here to pick you up?
About the time the Rangers wore red.
We're back to Unicorn Stadium where the Rangers will kick off for the second time tonight. As the Unicorns will send a couple of players back to receive. Looks like Emmons and Martinez are the deep ones. Mason Reed will put a toe to it again here as they finally bring him a football to kick. And the Rangers have tied it up on a nice drive, 6 plays, 59 yards, 2 minutes, 13 seconds. But a drive set up by a kickoff return out to the 41. And then in 6 plays, and a really awful play at the start of it when you get a quarterback sack. And they hit pay dirt. And again, Josh Atkins, who, and I was one of those who said I didn't think early in the year he played as well as he could. He all of a sudden is starting to.
The Josh to Josh connection, that last touchdown.
This will take a hop fielded by Martinez at the 3. A quick little back scoot outside, beats coverage initially, but then is finally brought down near the 25-yard line as the Rangers, that's Josh Hansen who brought him down. A nice return out to the 26, and that's where the Unicorns will start 1st and 10. Should have a play or two here before the first quarter comes to a close. As the Unicorns break the huddle with one receiver going right, or left, pardon me, and 3 come to the right. So again, mostly 4 receiver sets by the Unicorns tonight, one back in the backfield with Reddy, who takes the shotgun snap, kicks it out. Oh, and almost some confusion there. That one was a wide receiver screen. Martinez was the intended receiver, but the ball thrown over his head. And I think that was Pierce that kind of broke through one of the tackles. And if Martinez had caught it, he would have been there to grab his ankles.
That's it. Miscue that time by the New Braunfels quarterback.
So Redding again looks to the sideline, and his offensive coaching staff gets the sign. 2 receivers break to the left. 2 are already out here on the right. Alamandera is the lone setback next to Redding. The Rangers will put some pressure on here, 2nd and long. Here's another wide receiver screen, and That one is caught and brought down immediately as Tanner Steele. So a short gain will actually give him about 5 up to the 31. So it'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Unicorns.
They go right back to the same play, but good defensive coverage that time by Mason Pierce to stop that one. Also, it looked like Chandler Bean came over to give him some help.
So the Ranger defense gets ready for a big 3rd down. 3rd down and about 5. They need to get to the 36. They're at the 31. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left, and here's another. No, that's the end of the quarter. Yeah, I knew it was going to happen soon, and it happened then. So we've got a 7-all score. We're tied up here at Unicorn Stadium. The Rangers and the Unicorns. We're back after this timeout.
Hey, what are you watching?
TV everywhere, man.
What, like a YouTube video?
No, actual TV. My cable service is GVTC. I can watch my favorite shows live right on my phone.
So what do you think about that, super behind the times technology guy?
Ha! Next, they'll come up with VHS recorders without VHS tapes.
GVTC already has it. It's called Whole Home DVR.
Radio without a radio?
GVTC cable already has dozens of music channels.
Movies without a theater?
Premium movie channels like HBO, Cinemax, Stars, the Movie Channel, and Showtime from GVTC.
I gotta get GVTC.
Then you won't be super behind the times technology guy anymore.
Call GVTC today and get hundreds of great entertainment channels, whole home DVR, and access to GVTC TV everywhere. GVTC, just plain smart.
It's time for football, and Red McCombs Ford is powering the Rangers to another successful season. So go Rangers and good luck from Red McCombs Ford, the truck capital of Texas, and saford.com.
I'm Dr. Matt Bayless, your Smithson Valley dentist. We are proud to be located right here in the Spring Branch Bulverde community on Highway 46 between Ranger Stadium and Highway 281. You'll find Summerhill Dental. Dental care with advanced technology. We specialize in family, cosmetic, and implant dentistry. Come see us at Summerhill Dental, your Smithson Valley dentist.
Back to Unicorn Stadium, where the Unicorns have a 3rd and about 5. And the Ranger defense will want to come up with a big stop. We just start in the 2nd quarter now. It's 7-all. Again, the Unicorns send 2 receivers out either way. The lone back is Alamanderas with Redding in the backfield. Redding waits, takes the snap, straight back, has pressure. It's a screen and it's red. Jack Gibbons saw Alamanderas from the very moment that play started and just waited for him to catch the ball and brought him down. It's a loss of about a yard, maybe 2. It's 4th down and 7 as Gibbons makes a big play.
Absolutely great play, and we've called that young man's name quite a bit this season thus far, Jack Gibbons. And again, rising to the occasion to make the big stop.
As they have all season long, they will rush hard on this first one and see if they get there. The punter gets it off, though. Kyle Giffen. And it is not a good kick, though, as it comes out of bounds on the near side. And he won't get much yardage out of it. They'll mark it finally up at the 42, and the Rangers have good field position again. The punt, just an average one. And I don't even know, what, 26 yards? Somewhere around that, 25, 26 yards.
And the Rangers going to have the ball at their own. They're marking it at the 42-yard line. So that's great field position for Josh Atkins and the Ranger offense.
We'll actually call it a 29-yard punt, but it wasn't pretty, is it? Well, it had the intended process of keep it away from Woodard, I guess so. 1 receiver either way, actually 2 on the right side now. 2 backs, fake to Aiken, throw to the edge. It's Martinez. Tries to break a tackle as he stays on his feet and drags the defender a couple of extra yards after making the catch. A good 8-yard gain from Atkins to Martinez. It's 2nd down and 2. It's a good job of bringing him down on the far side was the cornerback over there, Avery Womble.
Absolutely. Atkins has the offense working right now, finding his receivers, picking his time.
So the Rangers send 2 receivers to the right, 1's at the left. 2 backs in the backfield. Now there's 3 in the backfield, including the tight end. They'll give it to Aiken. He runs into his own man who was pushed back into the backfield. Then second effort, though, he scrambles ahead, and he might have a first down. I think he does, as they'll spot him inside the 48-yard line. That's good enough for a first down by the sophomore, who had great extra effort on that one.
As you were mentioning, it was that second effort, keeping those legs going. That's what got him more positive yardage and ahead, Nick Aiken.
Not really sure which defensive lineman it was. It might have been Kenny Love, who took the offensive lineman back into the backfield, and that's what Aiken ran into. Then he squirted out and got the first down. Here's a receiver, little sweep to the left side. It's Dillon, avoids a tackler, then goes up the sideline, gets a first down as he's inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line. Josh Dillon, who has just been remarkable running the ball this year as well, has all of a sudden become the kind of running back you thought he would be, and that's another first down.
Absolutely, another great play, another great job by the right side of that Ranger offensive line to spring a hole for Dillon to get loose.
Dillon on the season now has over 120, had 135 yards now, is almost a, what was that, about a 15-yard gain. Here's a handoff fake to Aiken. He's going down the sideline. It's intended for Dillon, but coverage very good by Womble on that one. It goes incomplete. It's second down and 10.
And right now it seems like Josh Atkins has the New Braunfels defense off balance quite a bit. They're trying to key in different areas. Are they going to run it? And then that opens up the pass as it normally does.
So the Rangers will look to the sideline for another play call. And we'll have to wait and see as they're marking off a penalty. Illegal receiver downfield on that one. I didn't see that one, but 5 yards are marked off against the Rangers. They'll get second down again. This time it's 2nd and 15 as we've played almost 2 minutes into the second quarter. First down and 15. Pardon me, you're right. Thank you, Austin. So 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They'll fake it to Aiken. Atkins wants to go deep again. This time it's Woodard. He gets bumped, and there's no flag. Boy, Woodard was trying to slow down for the ball that was kind of not really right at him, and as he adjusts to the ball, the defensive back runs all the way over his back, but no call, as maybe they're saying Woodard tried to force the contact, and it's 2nd and 15
yeah,
now.
It looked like from my perspective here that Woodard had gotten held a little bit, but I'm not down there on the field.
Can only assume that maybe they thought that he was creating a lot of that as the Rangers go right back for the home run ball. This time Woodard was on the field for the first time and had a chance, but coverage was good again. So 2 receivers either way for Atkins. Going to throw it short. That's Martinez on the left side, and he'll carry defenders and keep his legs moving, and he's going to get a first down. That's a 3-yard pass and catch that Martinez, I believe it was him, just kept him moving, and then he got some momentum going and ends up getting a real close to a first down at the 23-yard line, and it is a first down.
And, you know, Tony, that's what you call 1-2. You can give me a team full of players like that just want it so bad that they're not going to be denied.
Let me correct myself. I do believe that's the backup tight end, Hunter, who carried some defenders with him that time. I believe it was 88. It was hard to tell because he got grabbed so quick. So here's one receiver to the left, a big set. They've got some blocks. This is not going to go very far, though, as the Rangers try to run it on the left side. That's Aiken, and there was actually no room for him as they tried to put a hat on a hat and make some movement there, but nothing really there. It's second down and a good long 10 as we go near the 9-minute mark of the second quarter. 7-all your score from Unicorn Stadium. Hunter comes out as Atkins gets his sign. Here's the starting tight end. Grotchett's in. 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Atkins, straight drop, has to scramble. Now hits an intermediate receiver. That's Dillon. That's a first down, and he scrambles inside the 10 before he's dragged out of bounds and put out of bounds there by the inside there by one of the linebackers, I believe. Not real sure who had the tackle on the play, but anyway, he goes out, and they'll mark him at the 5. It's 1st and goal. Might have been Watkins from the defensive line that ran. It's It's a first down for the Rangers. We'll leave it at that.
Nonetheless.
Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Now motion from Rude. He'll come in the backfield. We're big on the right side. Hand it to Akins. Has a seam. Squirts in there and squirts in the touchdown. Into the end zone, Nick Aiken, the sophomore. And there is a flag on the field. And we'll have to see as we get excited about the touchdown. And they're going to call a hold on the Rangers, pardon me. So before we get excited about the touchdown, they're going to say some of that blocking on the right side, and there was some very good blocking over there. They're going to say it wasn't legal. And there's a penalty of 10 yards back to the 15, where it'll be first and goal from the 15-yard line.
Well, if there's any positive you take out of this, at least Smithson Valley is eating up the clock a little bit, and they're in a good position to score.
And they are moving the ball. So first and goal, or second and goal. Is that Dillon again?
That was Dillon on the carry around the far side.
Around the far side. Is he in the end zone? And it is a touchdown. So just that quick, as much as we lament the fact that we didn't get in the time before, now the handoff to Dillon takes him around the edge, and the Rangers have another score. Josh Dillon, who is just becoming a touchdown machine of late. Mason Reed will come on for the extra point. It's 13-7. The extra point, it must have been a bobbled snap. Beam wants to run. He's got an edge, and he scores. It's a 2-point conversion. So just like that, with what might have been a low snap, I wasn't really sure, but he picked it up and went in.
Yeah, it looked like a botched snap that time, but, Beam at least had the presence of mind to pick it up, follow his blocker, 2 points, got the conversion down. 8:29 left to go before halftime, and Rangers up big, a 9-play, 58-yard drive. That ate 2 minutes and 55 seconds off the clock. 15-yard run, Josh Dillon, his second touchdown of the evening.
So with a timeout on the field, we'll not have enough time to take a break, so we'll keep it here, and we'll catch another one in a moment. The Rangers will go back and kick off again with a 15-7 lead after what, they made some lemonade out of those lemons on the snap that wasn't handled real well, and maybe not the best snap, but a great job of heads-up play by Chandler Beam, the senior, who's having a pretty good year as a backup safety. Got his way into the end zone there, had one man to beat, and he did, as he took it to the corner. So Mason Reed will again come on and handle the kickoff chores, this time going left to right. The high spiraling kick hits the ground and goes down, and it's bobbled, and now finally picked up, but coverage, they missed the tackle. The Rangers were right there and had a chance as it was picked up by Levi Emmons, and they could have stopped him inside the 20, but he squirted ahead, and they'll mark him ahead at the 28-yard line. So a nice return by Emmons when it really looked like nothing was there for the senior.
And, you got to take your hat off as well to Josh Hansen that time for a big tackle. That could have been a lot worse if he wouldn't have made the stop where he did.
Josh threw his shoulder pads right into the hip of Emmons and brought him down. So the Unicorns bring two receivers to the right and one to the left. Two backs in the backfield with Redding. And he'll hand it off, and this is Alamanderas, who gets stopped on about a yard gain. That's Jaden Deaton down there at the bottom of the pile. The junior linebacker comes up with a big play. It's actually no gain is what they'll mark it. It's 2nd and 10.
Jacob Zuber also came over to put a hit on the New Braunfels running back. Stop him for no gain on the play.
So the Unicorns come out with two receivers right, one to the left, two backs. Redding checks at the line, 2nd and 10. Straight drop, throws it quick out to the edge, and it's dropped. A nice looking throw, and should have been caught. Ethan Dullaban, a sophomore who has 9 catches on the season, including a couple of touchdowns. just didn't put that one away, let it go off his hands, and it's incomplete. It's 3rd and 10.
Well, you know, that's the old problem of looking upfield before you've got the football.
Exactly. He was running before he caught it. The Unicorns 1 of 4 on 3rd downs tonight. 7:42 in the second quarter. Here's another chance, 3rd and 10. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Low snap, Redding catches it. There's pressure. Rangers all over him. He gets away. There's a flag. He'll throw it away, and here's another flag. So this is the first flag here on the near sideline on coverage, I believe. I don't know if someone was getting held or pushed off, and then another one right in the middle of the field as the play was coming to a close. So we'll have to see how they separate this one.
I thought that first one might have been a hold. I don't know what they're going to call the second one on, or what they will call the second one.
Here comes the call.
Holding. Defense. 44. Automatic first down.
So holding on Woodard on the edge on the play is what they call. I didn't hear what he said about the second. Was there a second comment? It's going to be a...
There were 2 flags thrown. He's only called 1 penalty.
Don't know what happened, but it should be a first down. Defensive holding. Doesn't really matter what the yardage is. It should be a first down.
It is automatic.
And they are. The chains were just slow and moving. That's what was confusing me. The ball's up to the 38. So a 3rd down conversion for the Unicorns. 43-yard line. Quick pass out to the edge. It is caught. That's Levi Emmons. He'll have a nice gain up to about the 45. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3. Coverage out on the far side by Pierce. As they send 2 receivers out to either side both almost all the time, and just run those little quick receiver screens rolling, and it just seems to be their bread and butter.
Absolutely. That's what has worked for them thus far. As a matter of fact, nice pickup on that play to give them a 2nd and 3.
So Redding on 2nd down. Since 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Takes the shotgun snap, straight back, looking right, has pressure, wants to scramble, and does. Near a first down, might have a first down. Looked like Deaton hit him high, and Arnold hit him high. Deaton hit him low, Arnold hit him high, and it looks like he's just short of a first down. It'll be 3rd and inches.
That will be good defensive pursuit, but that time what happened is Redding had the presence of mind to step up into the pocket, saw he had something, at least first down yardage, and got it mighty close.
So 3rd and inches with 6:15 to go in the second quarter. They'll bring in their big package with a tight end on either side. Out of the normal snap, he's under center, and he'll quarterback sneak it, gets pushed from behind by his backs, and I believe they'll spot him ahead of the marker, and that'll be a first down for New Braunfels. All kinds of Rangers in there for the tackle, but it's a gain of about a yard, and that's enough for a first down at the 49-yard line, 1st and 10. So the Unicorns send 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side on the right. As we've gone under 6 minutes to play here in the second quarter, it's 15-7, Rangers on top. Redding, as the play clock goes under 5, takes the snap, looks left, has pressure, tries to scramble again, and they punish him as he goes down but gets about 3 yards up to the Ranger 48. Redding adjusting his helmet as he comes up because he got popped pretty good on that one by several Rangers, including Gibbons.
Gibbons, Zuber over to make a hit on that play as well.
So 2nd and 7 from the 48-yard line. Unicorns staying methodical as they wait from the call from the sideline. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. 2 backs in the backfield with Redding. He takes the shotgun snap, throws it quickly to the right. It's a pass and catch for a short gain. See which of their receivers comes up on that one. That is Yaws, Zachary Yaws, the tight end.
He's been successful. 115 yards thus far on the night offensively for New Braunfels, so they've been able to move the football just a little bit.
4.5 minutes to go, second quarter. Another third down, and the Unicorns now second 2 out of 5 on third downs. This one will be about 6 yards. Redding, 2 receivers either way. Has a lone back with him. It's Martinez. He'll throw it left. He has a little post route, and it's a catch by Steele for a first down up inside the 35-yard line at the 33. And that's a first down for the Unicorns as their second third down conversion in a row. Nice pass and catch, as that time instead of going for something short, Steele just ran a skinny post, and Redding put it right where only he could get to it, and that's a good pass and catch.
Redding's finding out those quick passes are opening up the run.
2 receivers either way as we go under 4 minutes to play. Second quarter, Redding again, quick pass out to the edge, and a nice tackle by Woodard as a good catch by Gonzalez, but he'll get just about a 2-yard gain as Woodard came up and took his legs out and brings up 2nd and 8.
Oh, heads up play that time by Trayvon. Taking out the receiver after a short gain.
3:20 to go as the clock runs in the second quarter. 15-7, Rangers on top. Unicorns marching inside Ranger territory now at the 31 where they have 2nd down and 8. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 2 backs on either side of Redding. Redding tries to float as he wants to pass, now throws it away again. That'll be one of those plays where you live to play another day as he's being chased by several defenders, including Alex Flores and Colt Fullen, but he gave it up. Play for third down, now 3rd and 8.
You know, it just seemed like that play didn't come together. It just didn't seem the timing was right. Something was off on that play for the New Braunfels offense.
Well, he took the snap and looked left immediately and then just started drifting that way, waiting for someone to come open, and no one ever did. So 2 receivers down here on the near side. 1 breaks out to the right. Still 2 backs in the backfield. It's both Alamanderas and Martinez as Hickenbottom hasn't come back since he got hurt on that first drive. Here is a handoff. Alamanderas goes up the middle, and he's going to score again. Just like that. A little trap scenario, and they open up a hole in the middle, and the second level is not available. And Alamanderas scores another touchdown for the Unicorns. And they'll try to pull within 1 with the extra point.
Well, that time the middle of the defense just opened up. Good blocking by the Unicorns. Spring a hole that time for Almendares.
Giffen comes on, the snap, the hold, the kick are all good. It's now 15-14. The Rangers lead by 1. We'll be back after this timeout.
It's time for football, and Red McCombs Ford is powering the Rangers to another successful season. So go Rangers and good luck from Red McCombs Ford, the truck capital of Texas, and SAFord.com.
You should know I believe in you. Every race you run, you're my #1. Kick it up now and bring it on. This will be your day. 'Cause baby, you were born to win. Never give up, never give in. You were born to win. Your destiny is victory. Yeah, yeah. Baby, you were born to win.
The Rangers give up another touchdown to the Unicorns, but still maintain a lead after their try for 2 was successful last time out. It's 15-14.
And yeah, Alec Almendares that time a 31-yard touchdown run. That was a 4-play, 46-yard drive that ate 1:14 off the clock.
So 15-14, the Rangers have the lead. Woodard and Dillon go back deep for the kickoff. That'll come in a moment from Giffen. Josh Atkins and his offense have not been limited much, though we're down to the closing 3 minutes of the second quarter. But they just haven't had the ball a lot. The Unicorns have put together some drives. Starts with the high pooch type kick, fielded by Dillon at the 20, pardon me. Comes up the right side, has a seam, has a block, squirts away, gets away from one defender, now has the sideline. Josh Dillon's going to go the distance with one man to beat. He's finally pushed out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 10-yard line. Let's see where they mark it as the senior receiver on a kick return takes it to the house, almost to the 5-yard lines where they'll mark him. Finally, he's pushed out of bounds.
Well, Josh Dillon sure has a nose for the end zone this evening. Almost took that one the distance, as you were mentioning. It was a touchdown saving, actually pushing Dillon out of bounds. But
they're going to call a hold on the Rangers. So I do see a flag now, clear back at the 46-yard line.
Now I see the flag. Oh, my goodness.
So as Josh had just broke through what was a pile of defenders, squirted through an opening, obviously someone was getting held is what the officials are saying. So the Rangers, instead of being inside the 5-yard line, will be at their own 36 for 1st and 10. So much for getting excited for you.
Well, but I got to tell you, I haven't seen this many miscues from Smithson Valley thus far this season. Not this many in one half.
2:38 to go, second quarter. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Atkins, quick throw. It's Woodard on a screen left side. Makes one man, beats one man, now squirts out, gets free.
Look at that.
Now he's got some more room as he cuts back to the right side. He'll get dragged down from behind, maybe, finally. That time a big defender, Kenny Love, 250-pound senior defensive tackle, caught back up as Woodard did a great job of getting some blocks and using them and just making his way and his moves through the crowd. That's a great pass and catch.
Tony, I got to tell you, it's absolutely a ball to watch Trayvon Woodard whatever he's doing, returning the football, catching the football. What a show that young man puts on.
How far are you saying it is? 31 yards? All right. 1st and 10. Atkins out of the shotgun will pull it down because everyone's covered. He'll run himself inside the 20, up to the 15, now the 10. He's free across the 5. Touchdown, Josh Atkins, as he broke no less than 5 different tackles to get into the end zone, and the senior quarterback has put the Rangers up by another score and point.
And there's your answer. New Braunfels puts 1 in the end zone. Josh Atkins brings the troops back, puts another in the end zone for Smithson Valley.
Wow. I'm telling you, after Woodard broke that many tackles and made that many people miss him, I wasn't expecting Josh, as he really did drop back to throw the ball. No one was open initially. He pulled it down and just beat everyone up the field. The kick by Reed is up and good. The Rangers take a 22-14 lead with 1:48 to go here in the quarter, and we'll be right back on the Ranger Network.
What gives? Oh, check it out. He's buffering.
That's super annoying. He really ought to sign up for GVTC's internet service with SpeedSync. Up to 100 megabits download speed and up to 100 megabits upload speed too.
That's fast. Finally, he'll stop buffering at the worst times.
Call GVTC today for SpeedSync internet service and say bye-bye to buffering. GVTC, just plain smart.
When he's done loading, this is gonna be hilarious.
Oh, by the way, Mom, I volunteered us to host the Band Booster fundraiser meeting. When? Tonight, and we'll need to have something to eat too.
No! Sure, honey. How many are coming?
I don't know, like 5?
Thank you for calling Smoky Mo's. This is Katie. Yes, ma'am, we can feed 3 to 8 with our family pack.
Actually, it's more like 20 are coming.
Yes, ma'am, we can feed 20 with our group pack.
Actually, make that 50. The Silver Spurs dance team is coming too.
Absolutely, we can feed 50 with our group pack.
Boy, it doesn't get any better than this.
Ain't that the truth? I'm glad we got a chance to do this with you being so busy with football.
Yeah, and you don't have any free time working on all those people's smiles.
Hey, what do y'all think y'all are doing? You got kids to coach and we have smiles to make.
We're back to Unicorn Stadium as the Rangers have gone up 22-14 as all of a sudden offense is taken front and center as Josh Atkins scrambles in. 2 plays, 54 yards on the drive. The touchdown run was 32 or 33 yards. My stat guy doesn't know for sure. I think it was 32 yards. 33. It was 33 yards. Here's the kickoff.
Give him 33.
Angling toward the far sideline. That one might bounce and almost picked up by the Rangers. Did they
Ball's
get
on
it?
the ground.
They did. The Rangers, it took a sideways bounce. Looked like it might go out of bounds. The kick returner again was slow getting to it. That's Emmons. And the Rangers got down on coverage. And I'm not sure who got it. I saw Hansen down there, I thought. But we'll have to wait and see probably for film check on Monday. But the Rangers are in pay dirt again. Or in the red zone again, pardon me, at the 24-yard line, 1st and 10 on the quick exchange. We've had a couple of those tonight on turnovers and such, but the offense is back and their defense will be challenged again to come up with a stop down by 8.
Oh, now the Rangers are feeling it, just feeling it. You can tell them they're playing.
1 receiver either way, 2 tight ends on the field. The setback is Aiken. Here's Dillon on a sweep left. Josh Dillon has room. He's headed to the end zone. He cuts back and gets there. Josh Dillon with his 3rd touchdown of the night, and the Rangers are up 28-14 with the extra point to come.
In just 11 seconds, they put another touchdown on the board.
Another touchdown run by Josh Dillon, as the senior receiver is becoming the all-purpose guy. The extra point try from Reed. Snap is good, the hold is down, and the kick is up and through the uprights. 29-14 with the extra point. The Rangers feeling it now. We'll keep it here on this one as we barely had any time. I think 11 seconds went off the clock, 1:37 to go in the quarter. As quick as they get the ball at the 33 and Atkins scrambles and gets a touchdown. They get a turnover on the kickoff and Dillon takes a sweep. So in 2 plays, 2 touchdown runs of 33 and 24 yards. And all of a sudden what was a 1-point game is now a 15-point game.
And that's just how quick the Ranger offense can strike.
Indeed. They have broken some space open on this one.
And, you know, we've talked a lot about the greatness it is, the Ranger offense. We've talked about the toughness it is, the Ranger defense. How about a tip of the SV cap to the special teams this evening?
And they've been yeoman's work all year long as kick returns have been a specialty of this unit. Between Woodard and Dillon and so forth and so on. Interception returns for touchdowns. There's been a bunch of them. Reed will handle the kickoff again as we go. We're near the 1.5-minute mark as he's gotten the signal, and here comes a toe. Reed, kind of a high arching kick, and a fair catch is made. This time it's Emmons who says, I'm not messing with this one. It's not touching the ground. I'm going to catch it, a fair catch, and the Unicorns will start 1st and 10 from the 22, but no time went off the clock, so still 1:37, so pardon me. I thought that we'd lose at least 7 seconds on the kickoff return. Both teams hot right now. The Rangers have won 5 in a row. The Unicorns have won 3 in a row and made their way into the playoffs. Unicorns have 1.5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Send 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. 2 backs in the backfield with Redding. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. He wants to run. He gets around the side, and there's a block in the back that wasn't called. Now finally a flag comes. Redding goes down on a nice tackle, but there was a block in the back right before he got tackled, and I wonder if that's going to be the call. Ball is down at the 30-yard line.
We'll check that call now, Tony. Was it me, or did it look like Redding was a little slow getting up?
He was. He got kind of hit on the leg as he went down. Dead ball late hit. Oh, my. I did not see that, guys. I can tell you honestly, Rios got blocked in the back right as he was coming up to make the tackle. And that will be a 15-yard penalty against the Rangers and give the Unicorns a first down, clear out at the 44-yard line.
That's a tough break. Of course, I'm not an official, but they're saying that was on Rios. That didn't look like a late hit from this angle.
So the Unicorns will march 1st and 10 from their own 44. Game clock goes under 1:10. Redding hands it off. It's Alamanderas. Not much this time. Down at the bottom of that pile, a couple of different defenders, Deaton and also Flores. So a short gain of about 3. It's 2nd down and 7. They'll hurry it up as we've gone under a minute to play, now 50 seconds, but they're not moving very quickly. The 3 receivers on the right not set yet, finally now are. Redding looks to the sideline again. He's confused. Play clock at 15, game clock now at 37. He takes the snap, looks right, has pressure, it's a screen. Alamanderas breaks one tackle, but not gets brought down by Zuber as he doesn't get out of that one. The Unicorns will use their final timeout as it will be about 2 yards shy of a first down at the 48-yard line for the Unicorns. It'll be 3rd down and 2. We'll keep it here as they've used up their full allotment of timeouts now with 29 seconds to go. They have the ball on the Unicorn 48.
I tell you, stopping the New Braunfels offense right now would be big. I mean, just mentally for Smithson Valley going into the locker room at halftime.
And the good news is if you stop them here, you get the ball to start the second half, because that's what will happen after the timeout, after the halftime timeout. So again, the Unicorns will have a 3rd and 2 from the 48-yard line when we come back to live action. The Ranger defense will try to come up with another stop. So 3 of 6 on 3rd downs is what I have the Unicorns for after a couple of conversions. This one's 3rd and 2. Redding with 3 receivers to the right, wants to throw to the left, and it's dropped. Right into the hands of Drew Kasberg, whose name we haven't called yet tonight. 17 catches, 211 yards, and 2 touchdowns for the senior. But this time he just flat out misses it, and that would have been good enough for a first down.
And he feels terrible. You can tell just by looking at the sideline. That's the second big drop of the first half for the New Braunfels offense.
Kasberg is coming off the field, taking his helmet off, and really upset with himself as the Unicorns will punt for the first time tonight. And spiraling kick, fair caught by Woodard at the 14. That was Giffen again. Kyle Giffen, who handles their punt duties as well, averages about 33 yards a kick. And the Rangers, with just a few seconds left, 20 seconds left, will have the ball at their own 15-yard line. My guess is they'll take a knee and take it to the locker room because, again, they get the ball to start the second half.
Might as well. Big Mo on the side of Smithson Valley here in the first half. Kind of an exchange of scores there for a while, but I think that big special team stop kind of shifted the momentum.
Atkins will take it in the shotgun and take a knee. It's a different look of a victory formation to end the half, but it is the end of the half. So we will go into halftime with the Rangers up 29-14. Just a remarkable last few minutes of the second quarter as the Rangers see Josh Dillon get into the end zone 3 times in the first half. Josh Atkins with the other one. They get a two-point conversion on the second touchdown simply because they had a mishandling of the snap. As is our custom at halftime, we will listen to the Ranger marching band, and my guess is they'll take first try here, as the visiting team usually does. So in just a moment, we'll let you listen to the Rangers. We'll do that right after this timeout.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by Security Bank, Ferris Orthodontics, GVTC, Wick Productions, HEB, Rangers Network, Chicken Express, Pizza Hut, Red McCombs Ford, and Smoky Moe's.
Good morning, Coach!
Carpooling with Coach. You're up early to coach those Rangers, and we're up early to make great smiles. What a great idea.
I agree. You guys do the driving. Gives me a little time to watch some game film.
You mind if we play a little bit of music this morning? Hey, Coach, that was so much fun. What time should we be here to pick you up?
About the time the Rangers wore red.
We're back to Unicorn Stadium, and here is the Ranger marching band.
Tonight, the Silver Spurs are being led onto the field by Second Lieutenant Lauren Nelson, First Lieutenant Sophia Drew, Major Ada Chamorro, and Colonel Carolee Burton. The Silver Spurs are under the direction of Director Ashton Burchell. The Spirit Girl of the Week is Sydney Rostet, and the Dancer Girl of the Week is Lupe Garcia. This evening, the Silver Spurs are performing a high kick routine to Accidentally in Love. Silver Spurs social board officers are President Maddie Klaus, Vice President Allison Haynes, Chaplain Lauren West, Social Officer Maddie Mulder, and Caitlin Sinelli. Tonight, the Ranger Band will be performing their 2016 UIL show entitled Extreme Deception. The Ranger Band will keep you on the edge of your seat with some of Ludwig van Beethoven's best-known themes twisted together by composer Johann de May. fans, would you please stand and show your support as the Smithson Valley Ranger Band performs the Ranger Fight Song. Directors of the Ranger Band are Matt Bainey, Dane Green, Jeff Yates, and Sam Woodfield. Ranger Band section of the week is the baritone. We hope you enjoyed tonight's performance. We would like to congratulate the New Braunfels Band.
Oh, by the way, Mom, I volunteered us to host the Band Booster fundraiser meeting. When? Tonight, and we'll need to have something to eat too.
No! Sure, honey. How many are coming?
I don't know, like 5?
Thank you for calling Smoky Mo's. This is Katie. Yes, ma'am, we can feed 3 to 8 with our family pack.
Actually, it's more like 20 are coming.
Yes, ma'am, we can feed 20 with our group pack.
Actually, make that 50. The Silver Spurs dance team is coming too.
Absolutely, we can feed 50 with our group pack.
Boy, it doesn't get any better than this.
Ain't that the truth? I'm glad we got a chance to do this with you being so busy with football.
Yeah, and you don't have any free time working on all those people's smiles.
Hey, what do y'all think y'all are doing? You got kids to coach and we have smiles to make.
We do have 24 minutes of football remaining, and I do promise you eventually here we will start, as I think finally the officials have started blowing their whistle saying, come on guys, let's go, as it'll be interesting to see how this second half unfolds. If the Rangers can continue the dominance they started to show in the second quarter, if the Unicorns can fight back and make something happen. Not real sure anybody's listening to the officials, because I've unofficially got it at 9 minutes now since this half should have been ended and we should have started playing. And we remain delayed.
Number 16, Giffen.
Giffen will take the football and take the tee, and I think the Unicorns are going to kick it off here.
And Rangers will have the football first, as you mentioned, to start the second half.
Starch had kicked off most of the first half. I think all of their opportunity. This one's Giffen now, and we'll see if he can kick it. This is basically an onside kick, kicked very hard, but Gibbons recovers it at the 47, and that's where they will mark him down to start. So the Rangers have awesome field position to start the second half, as they choose not to kick to any of the deep Woodard or Dillon, the deep backs, and just I think he wanted to dribble it down the middle of the field. And it went right to Gibbons, and he caught it, and the Rangers are in business at the 47.
Sure to see if the football would bounce off one of the up men. Of course, that didn't happen. Good hands there, Jack Gibbons.
So here comes the offensive line of Hambrick, Baumgardner, Dix, Scherber, and Antonelli. And the Rangers are in business. A receiver either way. Fake of a handoff by Atkins. He wants to throw to the sideline. It's Dillon, and about a nice 13-yard gain as he catches the ball near the 41. That'll be a first down. I think they're actually going to march him back at the 42. So an 11-yard gain for Josh Dillon from Josh Atkins, and the Rangers are in business.
Just that quick, the Josh to Josh connection once again. It's paid off thus far this evening and continues to work.
Up to the 42 of the Unicorns. The Rangers march 1st and 10, second play of the drive. 2 receivers either way now, as Atkins is in the shotgun. And he'll fake the handoff, throws it to Martinez. A little receiver screen. This one will go for first down yardage again, as Martinez is finally knocked out of bounds out inside the 30-yard line. He had spun away from a tackler who nearly had him down right at the first down marker and then got popped out of bounds. But that's good for a gain up to the 27-yard line, and the Rangers are moving again, 1st and 10.
Yeah, 2 quick strikes there by Atkins, this time to Martinez, as you were mentioning. Good presence of mind from Edwin there to realize, I'm not down, I'm going to go for more yards.
Atkins comes to the near side, Martinez to the far side. A couple of tight ends and 2 backs in the backfield. Now it's Aiken, takes the handoff, a big pile of players in front of him, and he'll probably be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, as that was actually Vicnair, Cody Vicnair, not Aiken. And they'll say no gain. It's second down and 10.
No, that Unicorn defensive line collapsed on him right there. Linebackers coming up, just all swarming to make the stop that time on McNair.
So one receiver goes to the left side, 3 to the right. Atkins in the shotgun. Little screen out to the right. It's Dillon. Makes one man miss him, then gets a block and runs through the block and the defender. As Dillon will gain it up to about the 19-yard line. He'll be a yard or two shy of a first down. It's third down.
Ryan Colson Clark from the New Braunfels defensive secondary, I believe, came over to put the stop, actually from a linebacker position, came over to put the stop on Josh Dillon that time.
So the Rangers have their first third down of the second half as we played almost 2 minutes. Marching into Unicorn territory at the 19 for a 3rd and 2. Atkins fakes to McNair, gives it to Dillon, breaks a tackle. Actually doesn't finally get away. There's a flag that comes in late, and I'm guessing that's something against the Rangers, since that seems to be every flag so far tonight. But Dillon gets first down yardage up inside the 15, but again, there's a flag, and we'll see what it is. And they seem to be marching backwards. I don't know. I'm not even going to try to guess.
It's a face mask. I thought so. I think they got a face mask on the defender there.
Okay.
Who was trying to knock Dillon out.
Good job, Roland. So that one will march for the Rangers up deeper into Unicorn territory at the 6-yard line. It'll be first and goal.
One of those inadvertent, where your hand just kind of accidentally gets caught up in the face mask of the receiver.
And yet it's still a big-time penalty.
It still counts.
even if it's an accident. So
they don't like that I didn't mean to business.
The Rangers will send 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. It's Rude on the right. He's in motion coming left. They'll give it to McNair on a left side sweep. He got one now into the end zone. Cody McNair uses his foot speed to get into the end zone and give the Rangers another touchdown. It's 35-14 with the extra point to come.
And what a way for McNair to follow those blockers around be the left side, I guess, of that Smithson Valley line. Well, the right side if you were facing him. What a super job that time. Great run by McNair.
And by the way, volleyball fans, the Smithson Valley Ranger volleyball team just lost a tough one on the road up in Hayes County, I believe. They lost in 5 in what was a great match. The Unicorn volleyball team won earlier tonight in 4 over Churchill.
I tell you, Coach Gombert always has a great squad out there on that volleyball court.
The Rangers lost to Westlake, I believe, is who they were playing at the Hayes. So anyway, the Rangers come back. It's second down on a play that is called holding
against the Rangers.
So the ball's at the 10, and the Rangers will try it again. Atkins looks to the sideline and waits for the final call. He's got 1 receiver to the right. Well, this is the extra point. Is that correct?
It should be, but if you look at the scoreboard right now, currently, they haven't added the touchdown to the score.
Did the touchdown get pulled back by the hold? Is that what it is?
Apparently they did. This is the first and goal.
Pardon me for putting that up on the scoreboard. And now there's a timeout because Larry Hill has some questions.
Absolutely. I didn't see a flag come in on the McNair run.
But there must have been.
Yeah, obviously.
That's why we had a ball at the 10-yard line and a holding penalty. And still questions all around. It's 29-14. The Rangers remain up. There is a timeout on the field. It is the first timeout called by Larry Hill here in the second half. But we'll keep it here as we get to talk about all kinds of neat things as we talk about what's going on here tonight. Rangers with 4 first-half touchdowns and 1 two-point conversion, 3 other extra-point kicks. The Unicorns get a couple of touchdowns, both Alamandera's runs, and that's where we're at, 29-14. The Rangers still knocking on the door with a first and goal. That was a first down. I don't know why that. I looked at the yard marker earlier and it said second down. That's what confused me the most on all of that. And wondering why the extra point, they were going for 2 again, and why it was over here on the hash, and why it was at the 10. If it was an extra point, why it was over on the 10. And in any event, a holding call prevented the touchdown run by Vicknair.
From the Unicorn 10.
So first and goal
for the Rangers.
I believe, from the 10. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Vicknair, the lone setback. Now Rude in motion. Does that mean they're going to run it left? They give it to Vicknair again. This time he cuts back up the middle, fights for some yards. Across the 5, now he's stopped as they'll mark him up at about the 4-yard line before Cody's brought down on a nice little 6-yard run. Headed for the end zone at second and goal.
Sure, nice little pickup. Once again, following his blockers real well. They don't want Vicknair to be denied the joys of getting in the end zone this evening, and why not?
Vicknair stays in. This time he goes out to the left. One receiver on the right, a couple of tight ends. Some confusion now. Atkins in the shotgun. Play clock goes under 10. Motion now. Fake to Vicknair on the sweep, and Atkins will take it over the middle into the end zone for a touchdown, and that's Josh Atkins.
There it is.
Second touchdown run of the night, and the Unicorns see the Rangers score again.
There's the points on the board now.
That one will stand, as I don't see any penalty flags, and I don't see anybody talking to one, at least no striped guys, talking to one another about what they're going to do with it.
On to attempt the point after.
Mason Reed comes on for the extra point to try to make it an even 36 with 8:53 to go in the third quarter. The snap, the hold, the kick, all good. It's 36-14. The Rangers are up. We've got a timeout on the field. This is the Ranger Network.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, what are you watching?
TV everywhere, man.
What, like a YouTube video?
No, actual TV. My cable service is GVTC. I can watch my favorite shows live right on my phone.
So what do you think about that, super behind the times technology guy?
Ha! Next, they'll come up with VHS recorders without VHS tapes.
GVTC already has it. It's called Whole Home DVR.
Radio without a radio?
GVTC cable already has dozens of music channels.
Movies? Without a theater?
Premium movie channels like HBO, Cinemax, Stars, the Movie Channel, and Showtime from GVTC.
I gotta get GVTC.
Then you won't be super behind the times technology guy anymore.
Call GVTC today and get hundreds of great entertainment channels, whole home DVR, and access to GVTC TV everywhere. GVTC, just plain smart.
As we come back to Unicorn Stadium, the Rangers now up 36-14, 8:53 to go in the third quarter. Mason Reed will kick it off. End-over-end kick high and arching to Martinez at the 3. He'll bring it up the left side, tries to stay along the sideline, but the Rangers' coverage is good. Several players in there. The first one I thought that made contact was Taylor Nix, and then many other got in on the tackle, and another great special teams coverage by the Rangers. The Unicorns will start inside their own 20-yard line.
Absolutely, and listen, we just got done seeing a 6-play, 46-yard drive from Smithson Valley that ate 3 minutes and 7 seconds off the clock. Josh Atkins going over from the 4, and that's where we're at, 36-14.
So Josh Atkins has 2 touchdowns. Josh Dillon has 3. Cody Vicknair thought he had one, but they took it away. So the Unicorns send 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Redding hands it off. And the running back goes nowhere. Alamandaris gets stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain. So we push clear back to the 10 on that by the defense. Deaton and Gibbons and Fullen, you know, a whole bunch of them out there trying to get in on the tackle, and 2nd and 10 with no gain on the run.
Just a swarming defense by the Rangers. They're looking sharp once again.
So with the 2nd and 10, 2 receivers either way. They're stacked on both sides near the numbers. Redding takes the snap, fakes it, the handoff, now wants to run, squirts away, breaks a tackle, gets a first down before he's brought down. like Flores is the one that made the last hit that brought him to his knees, and Redding goes down at the 45 with another first down.
And it looked like he just saw the opening that time in the middle of the line and used his speed to pick up the first down.
One of those option reads.
Right. And he pulled that ball back at the last minute.
And he made a good decision. So Redding again, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Takes the shotgun snap, State drop, quick pass out on the edge. This one's caught after the earlier drop by Drew Kasberg. This one's caught near the 43-yard line. Should be a gain of about 8. Bring up second down and 2. Coverage by Pierce on the side.
With help from Jared Deaton as well, making the stop on the New Braunfels receiver. Of course, being, I believe, Kasberg with the catch.
So 2 receivers right, 2 to the left for the Unicorns. Second down and 2. Redding takes the snap. Another quick pass to Martinez, but he's brought down by Ricky Rios in a quick hit inside the 40 at the 39-yard line. So a loss of about 4 will bring third down and 6 on good coverage.
Ricky Rios had that one read all the way. Good coverage, good zeroing in on the New Braunfels receiver, that being MJ Martinez.
Third down, 6 needed.
So 3rd and 6 for the Unicorns. 2 receivers either side now. Redding breaks the huddle with his offensive line as the game clock goes under 6.5 to play in the 3rd. On the far hash at the 39. Snap to Redding, drops way back, throws over the top, intended for, but broken up by Mason Pierce. That was another try to Tanner Steele on one of those skinny post routes. And a nice pass by Redding, but the defense of Mason Pierce was just better than the throw, and he breaks it up incomplete. It's 4th down.
Absolutely. He was aggressive that time on that pass. Tip of the cap to Pierce for breaking that one up. That's just good, aggressive play from your defensive secondary, man.
So punt, another punt for the Unicorns, only their 2nd one of the night. This time Giffen just barely gets it off. It's fielded by Woodard, has some blockers, gets bumped, breaks a tackle, breaks another, squirts away across the 40, now to midfield. Here's a flag they'll be holding. It'll come back as he'll go the distance into the end zone. But boys and girls, this one won't count, as there was obviously an illegal block because flags came from all over.
Oh, and that is such a shame because Woodard is electric. He really is.
Mary Woodard with return.
And just watching the body language of Larry Hill on the sideline, and he's not happy about that one at all. As you know, you don't say this very often, but it seems to me that every time something good happens for the Rangers, there's a flag bringing the Unicorns back into defense.
No, you're right. The Rangers have been bit quite a bit by the penalty bug this evening. Something always happens to take away a big play, yet they've still got that big, 21-point lead over New Braunfels at just about the halfway point of the 3rd quarter.
22, but who's counting, right?
That's that good high school math that they taught me.
All right, the Rangers with the ball at their own 35. Still good field position to start a drive. Here comes Atkins, a handoff to Josh Aiken.
Another penalty marker down.
And there is another flag flying through the air. Nick Aiken, did I say Josh? I'm sorry. The sophomore running back gets 3 or 4 yards, but I think it'll come back because there's a flag.
Yeah, it's a penalty. It's apparently on Smithson Valley because I believe it's Caleb Rude who's in the backfield, kind of not happy about what one of the officials told him.
Holy, 24.
Yeah, it's on Rude.
So they'll march it back 10 yards. So 1st and 20 will be where we're at when we get done. Just to let you know, Julon Tucker, the senior linebacker, has just limped off the field or hopped off the field as he couldn't put any pressure on his right leg. We saw that earlier tonight with another player, but he has come to the sideline and now he's slowly walking toward a bench talking with the trainers.
Yeah, we saw their star back Hickenbottom leave with an injury earlier.
Atkins wants to pass, has to pull it down as he's got pressure, squirts away, now gets wrapped up. And he'll come down about the 20, so another loss of about 5 on the quarterback sack as Josh wanted to throw, but before he got much down his progression ladder, he was pressured out of the pocket And it's officially a loss of 4 to the 21, so it'll be 2nd down and 24.
Good pressure that time coming from the New Braunfels defensive line, actually. Got in and put the stop on Atkins.
So 2nd and long for the Rangers. 2 receivers either way for Josh Atkins. Straight drop, looks across the middle. It's Martinez. Nice pass and catch. Won't be a lot of yards. He actually spins away from the tackle. Now he's wrapped up. And eventually he'll go down, I'm sure. But not until he gets near the original line of scrimmage, up to the 31 or 32-yard line. As the Ranger fan base really excited about the fact that he just is not stopping tonight.
You gotta love it. Here again, it's called 1-2, and that young man certainly has a lot of it.
3rd down.
So it'll be 3rd and about 13 for the Rangers, as we'll see what kind of play calling we'll see now. As play clock nears 10 seconds, 1 receiver either way, a tight end and 2 backs with Josh Atkins. Fakes the handoff, now looks, has a man across the middle. It's Martinez, but he's not open. Actually got held, and they didn't throw a flag, and as Atkins runs up the field, he is brought down, and the stop. Nice tackle on the move by Farley Bevel, the sophomore linebacker.
No gain on the play.
But Martinez goes across the middle, and as he crosses the 40, which is about 5 yards shy of the 1st down, the guy pulls his jersey and stops him from running, and there's no flag on the play. I do not understand.
They may have missed that one, I guess. But I tell you, credit the secondary, though, keeping those receivers covered, the New Braunfels secondary that time.
That's one way to cover them.
Exactly.
Yeah, you grab them.
Well, yes.
So here's the first punt of the night by Michael Hilston. He averages 35.5 yards a punt. This is a wobbly one, and it is fair caught.
Fair catch.
Nice job on the fair catch by Ethan Dullivan. And the Unicorns will be in on the offensive end of the 33-yard line. Still a long way to go in the game. 3:27 to go in the 3rd. The Rangers comfortably ahead at 36-14. And the Unicorns will try it again on the offensive side. Redding sends 3 receivers to the near side, the left, and 1 goes to the right. Alamanderas getting almost all the snaps at running back tonight. Quick pass out to the edge. It's Martinez. The pass is too high as they tried another wide receiver screen, but this one goes incomplete as Martinez couldn't pull it down.
That time Pierce in the vicinity defensively. I don't know that the New Braunfels receiver, MJ Martinez, I don't know if he would have gotten too far if he would have hauled that in.
So 2nd and 10 for the Unicorns. 2 receivers to the near side. 2 backs in the backfield now with Redding, and 1 receiver to the right. Redding takes it, fakes the handoff, has pressure, gets chased. Chased even more. Gibbons gets the sack back at the 20. Jack Gibbons runs him down, and another sack for the Rangers, pardon me, over the Unicorns. And it's now 3rd down and very long.
Great pursuit once again. Good job by Gibbons, and someone else was back there with him to put pressure on the New Braunfels quarterback.
I think Keeler was the first one to chase him, and then Gibbons got him.
Gibbons cleaned it all up.
So back at the 20, they need to get to the 43, so that makes it, and I got math here, 3rd down and 23 for the Unicorns.
I'm going to you with my math problems from now on, Tony. That's it.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Redding now needs a big play. Gives it to Alamanderas, who's had several of them, but this time he's not. And there's some extra pushing and shoving going on after that play's over. And Rangers doing a better job of getting away from it now as Arnold took Deaton and kind of pushed him back and said, don't get into a jawing match now. The ball's down at the 22, a short gain by Alamanderas. Brings up 4th down and another punt for Kyle Giffen. Rangers putting 10 guys up at the line of scrimmage again. Oh, they got real close that time and they hit him. That'll be a flag.
Oh, yes.
Did it get tipped? Is that why there's not a flag? Because I'm telling you what, that was Alex Flores who just decked the punter Giffen. And I don't know if I didn't see the ball's flight very well to could tell you if it was tipped or not. but there was not a flag thrown by the referee tonight because he obviously felt like it must have been tipped.
That's right. I'm scanning the field right now. No yellow hankies anywhere. So
Glenn Mangold, the third-year head coach of the Unicorns, is fit to be tied on the sideline. He does not understand. He is clear out to the numbers, yelling at our referee tonight. And now yelling at the side judge on his sideline. He is letting them hear it. Rangers with the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 48 after a meager punt. Now there's motion as 2 receivers are right. Atkins takes it, hands it off to McNair, goes up the middle, cuts back to the left, gets spun around, and ends up getting 5 or 6 yards on a nice run for the senior running back up to the 46 of New Braunfels. It is 2nd down and a long 4.
Good to see McNair with a run. Jonathan Pierce for New Braunfels coming over from his linebacker position to help make the stop on the Smithson Valley senior running back, as you mentioned.
Rangers taking a little more time now with their offensive set. 1:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. 36-14. Rangers up by 22. 2 receivers either side. Atkins takes it, fakes a handoff, gives it to McNair out on the edge. Gets a block from, must have been the tie. Now that's Martinez that laid the block for him that time, and that got McNair free for a 1st down on the sideline before he's wrestled down. Joey Thomas got the most of that tackle. Is a good job by the Ranger blockers, and that time it's wide receiver Martinez doing it.
Short passes working for that Ranger offense.
Tight end to the right, 1 receiver either way. Atkins barks out the signal, then looks back to the sideline to see if he could get anyone to jump. A couple of uniforms did, but not into the neutral zone. Now the handoff is given to McNair straight up the middle. Some good blocking gets him 5 or 6 yards again, maybe 7 up to the 34 before he's wrestled down in a pile. Good work that time by Cooper Kaufman. Say that 3 times real fast. Cooper Kaufman, the junior safety, gets the tackle.
Gain of 7. 2nd down.
So again, 2 receivers come to the right, 1's on the left. Actually, the 1 on either side is Hunter goes in, and we have tight ends on both sides. Here's Atkins on a sweep coming right. Gets a block and goes to the sideline, finally dragged down and out of bounds. Once he gets to the sideline, that's Hunter Bunch with the tackle. But got a great lead block, I think, from Grotchett, as he just leveled the linebacker that was waiting to place a tackle on Josh Dillon, and another 1st down gain for Dillon.
Well, you know, good blocking this evening by the Rangers. They've been getting it done on the ground and eating up that clock, keeping drives alive. Can't ask for much more other than points.
As it goes out of bounds, it stops the clock at 33 seconds, so closing seconds of the 3rd quarter. Here's a pass out to the edge. This time Josh Dillon doesn't get away. A nice open field tackle by Joey Thomas, the junior corner, and that is a 1st down play that gets nothing. It's 2nd down and 10 for the Rangers.
No gain. 2nd down 10.
I don't know if they have to snap it here to, I don't think they have to snap it to run this clock out.
So that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. We will take it with him as the Rangers lead at 36-14. We're back after this timeout.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Cool, right? I can control just about everything in my home from my phone since GVTC installed our Connect Home security system. Whoa, I just got a text that somebody opened my window. I'm setting off the alarm.
Get GVTC security monitoring 24/7 and even control your thermostat, lights, and cameras if you upgrade to our Connect Home system. GVTC, just plain smart.
Scrimmage is the Unicorn 23.
All right, we're back at Unicorn Stadium where the Rangers have it. 2nd and 10. Atkins out to the edge. No, nice ball fake. Grotchett is all alone, as they faked the screen to Dylan. Grotchett, who was blocking, just released, and Atkins just lobbed it over the top to Grotchett in the end zone, and that's another Ranger touchdown.
You know, somebody in that New Braunfels secondary missed an assignment. I mean, Grotchett was all by his lonesome.
Makes it 42-14. Extra point to come. Mason Reed on for the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick. Almost becoming commonplace for the Rangers now as they're getting really good at those little things that help you win playoff games. The Rangers up 43-14. Back after this on the Ranger Network.
Welcome to the Rangers Network. 24-hour-a-day access to news, game replays, original shows, live game night radio coverage, and more on RangersNetwork.com. Watch every home and away game the day after, complete in the way only the Rangers Network can bring it to you. Never miss an episode of Inside Rangers Football. Listen to all the games live on your smartphone with our exclusive live scoring screen. Rangers Network is your media hub for everything Rangers. Be a part of Rangers Network.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by Whataburger, Peppa Thomas with Remax, Max's Roadhouse, Ashley Small Engine Sales and Service, Texas Roadhouse, and Sunbelt Rentals.
We're back at Unicorn Stadium where the Rangers have gone up 43-14.
It's only a 6-play, 54-yard drive. Davis Grotchett hauling in a 23-yard pass from quarterback Josh Atkins. Extra point good. 11:55 left to go in the ball game. Rangers up 43-14.
So Mason Reed will kick off for what seems like about the 8th or 9th time tonight. And he'll put a toe to it. This high end-over-end kick will be fielded by Martinez inside the 5. Angles to the right as he tries to get away from the defense and gets piled up and hit hard. As a bunch of them were there, Wesley Cornelius among those bringing him down as again the Rangers pin the Unicorns back inside the 20 on awesome kick coverage.
First down, Unicorns.
First play of the fourth quarter makes it 11:48 to go. And 1st and 10 for the Unicorns, but they're at their own 18. And again, their average starting field position has not been nearly as good as what the Rangers have had. The Rangers have enjoyed good field position all night.
Maybe we can take a look at some numbers here thus far through 3 quarters and kind of give a contrasting comparison of how both teams are doing thus far.
Unicorns out. Redding throws it to the right edge. Nice pass and catch, but going nowhere as the throw was a good one, but Yaws caught it and was tackled immediately. Woodard was among those there to make the play, and the Unicorns find themselves 2nd and 10.
Scored a pass along third corner from District. Judson on top of Canyon 14-3. That's with 4:30 left to go in the ball game over there.
So as the clock runs, 11:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Redding sets his defense, or sets his offense. The quarterback takes the shotgun snap. Hands it to Martinez. Up the middle, he won't go far. Hansen and Fullen in on the tackle there. And the Unicorns now find themselves at 3rd and 10 as 2 plays and no yards.
And I don't know if something had happened to quarterback Ryan Redding or what the situation is, but apparently we got a new quarterback in the game.
Coleman Starch has come on, the backup junior quarterback. Both quarterbacks are juniors, but Coleman is a backup who's been limited action this year, is 6 of 8 for 61 yards, 6 carries, 18 yards. Takes the snap, straight drop back, has some pressure, has to run and throws it away. That one barely got to the line of scrimmage. It goes incomplete. It's 4th down. As that time he was running for his life.
That was good pressure once again coming from the Smithson Valley defense. That's their calling card, something they've been able to hang their hat on all season. I mean, just both sides of the football.
Mary Woodard in deep receiving for the Rangers.
Hunter Kyle Giffen comes in. Woodard is deep. Looking for about a 30-yard punt. And this one a little bit better. It's higher, and a fair caught by Woodard. And Rangers will start again at the 48-yard line. Seems to be that's a popular place to start a drive for Smithson Valley tonight. Up 43-14, 10-17 to go in the game.
They have had the advantage of starting with good field position for the most part all evening long.
I can't think of a time where they weren't in an advantageous position after a change of possession.
Absolutely, almost have.
I guess the first series where Smithson Valley threw a pass backwards for a fumble.
Yeah.
They got the ball on the Smithson Valley 48, but that's the only time they've had good field position. Here is a wide receiver sweep, and coming to the far side, or going to the far side, is Cameron Livingston, and he gets almost enough yards for a first down. We'll see where they mark him, and they will. It's a first down. Cameron Livingston, who officially has not rushed the ball this year, has 2 receptions, gets his first carry of the year, and it's good for 10 yards.
Livingston, a 5'10", 180-pound senior wide receiver for Smithson Valley. Looked very authoritative on that run.
He did, and got him a first down. And some backups are making their way onto the field. I think we even got a different quarterback.
We
it's
do.
Grotchet. Hands it off to Aiken, and he'll muscle ahead, runs over a safety, and gets up to about the 33. Might be a yard shy of a first down. It'll be 2nd and 1, but Aiken that time just powered his way through and ran over a safety. So a whole bunch of backups in there now. Grotchet at quarterback. Tell you as they make plays who they are. Receiver split either way. Grotchet then looks to the sideline for a play called change. As the clock runs near 9 minutes to go. Hands it off. Aiken up the middle. Nice little blocking there as he gets a first down across the 30 to the 29. Brought down by a couple of defenders, including Thomas again on a tackle.
Good job rushing the football tonight for Smithson Valley. We'll check those numbers, see how they're doing through 3 so far. On the ground, 122 yards on 20 carries.
170 for.
Correction, my bad. I looked at the wrong column.
Yeah, 170 for the Rangers.
I thought something didn't sound
Here's
right.
Grotchet, keeps it after a fake. Now he'll go towards the end zone, into the end zone. Davis Grotchet gets his first rushing touchdown of the season. And a nice look for the senior, who gets some quarterback play tonight, and that time he takes it in for the distance.
And with that
29 yards.
That ought to give them over 200 yards as a team on the ground thus far this evening.
199. Now we're close.
Call me a liar for 1 yard. I've been off by 1, seems like all game.
This time it is Trevor Danmeyer in for the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick, and they're all good. And the Rangers continue to add on now as we play in the opening minutes of the final quarter. 50-14, the Rangers up big. There's 8.5 minutes to go. We'll be back after this timeout on the Ranger Network.
This November, vote for a man who knows how to be an American in America for Americans. Vote for Coach Hill for President of the United States. He's not afraid of anything.
And then the ninjas come out of the forest.
Ninjas?
Who wouldn't vote for a president who had ninjas in their video?
But I don't want to be the president.
But you're from Texas, Coach, and that makes you a shoo-in. I'll make sure to put that in the video.
But it doesn't matter, because I don't want...
I know! We should get John Wayne to be in your video.
John Wayne?
I can hear it now. The new president of the United States of America is...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I just have to say that if I was president, I couldn't coach football anymore.
Well then, I'm officially resigning as your campaign manager and vice president.
Okay then.
Coach, how tall do you think you have to be to run for president?
This political ad was paid for by Wick Productions. Watching a video is just better than reading stuff.
We're We're back at Unicorn Stadium where the Rangers have now gone up 50-14 as we've got about 8.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
4-play, 52-yard drive at 8:47 off the clock. And great play that time. His quarterback, Davis Gracia, took it over from 29 yards out. Extra point good. Rangers on top, 50-14.
So 8.5 to go, and a bunch of backups will be on the field for both teams, I'd guess. Final regular season game of the year. Each of these two teams will be playing in a playoff game next week. Kickoff goes to Martinez on the far sideline. Tries to wiggle his way up and gets up to about the 25 this time until he's brought down in a pile of heat by several Rangers. So the Unicorns will start 1st and 10 from their own 25. As again, we'll see and spot some backups out on the field.
Number 30 made the tackle. First down, Unicorns.
See if Coleman Starks comes back at quarterback, and I believe he has for the Unicorns. He has a receiver on either side of him, or a running back on either side of him. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. They'll bring a sweep coming this way. Actually, he keeps it as he fakes the handoff and probably wishes now he'd have given it off. As Starks goes down in a pile and then comes up shaking his wrist. A loss of about 4 to the 21. It's 2nd down and 14. The Ranger defense, even the backups, are playing awful aggressive right here off the start. Zillman in at an end, Michael Perez at a tackle. Looks like Will Gibbons is in there. Cornelius in at linebacker. The snap, the handoff. It's Alabanderas who's got a couple of touchdown runs. This time he gets back out near the 30. So a gain of almost 10 brings up a 3rd down and about 5. They need to get to the 35 for a 1st down.
And a game we're keeping an eye on this evening because we understand that the Rangers will be playing the winner of the Warren-Taft game. I believe next week is that's correct.
Well, they'll be playing one of those 2 teams. I'm not sure they're playing tonight, but
oh, they're playing.
They are, okay.
Warren is taking on Taft.
What's the score?
And right now we've got to Warren on top of Taft, 42-28.
All right.
Wow. Here's one to raise an eyebrow. Hold on just a second after this play.
And there's a pass play intended for but incomplete. He tried to hit Yaws, threw it a little bit over his head, or a little tall for him, pardon me, as he got a hand on it. But Starch's pass goes incomplete, and it is 4th down and 5 for the Unicorns.
Only another fourth quarter score. Canyon on top of Judson, 15-14.
Just wonder what happened in that one. Canyon has not had the kind of year I think they would have liked. Judson getting ready for the playoffs and now losing to a team that's 2-7 on the season. And that one, I believe, is at Judson. So here's another punt by Giffen. Gets a big rush. He gets hit again, and this time there is a flag. This time the ball was not tipped. Not a good punt again, but this will be a 15-yard penalty, and that should give them a 1st down. Here comes the announcement. Well, we think. Maybe it's just the running into the kicker, which is a 5-yard penalty, which will leave him about a half yard shy. 6:41 left in the quarter. Question is whether Glenn Mangold will take the penalty. It's a 5-yard penalty, which doesn't give him a 1st down. I was incorrect on my first thought on that one. So they're going to kick it again, but it's now, well, if we could get the referee to tell us what's going on. Here we go.
Defense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
There it is.
There you go.
5-yard penalty. Still 4th down as it's going to be about 4th and I'd say about a half a yard. The Unicorns will come out in punt formation still. Ricky Rios is deep for the Rangers. Ranger defense is smelling a fake here, it looks like. Snap, and Giffen kicks it. This time we don't run him over, and that's a good thing as the punt will come down almost dead as it kind of rolls around a little bit. Then it's down at the 34, and that's where the Rangers will start with 6 minutes and 31 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter.
Been an entertaining ball game. Something of note here, the Smithson Valley defense, of course, has kept New Braunfels out of the end zone for the entire second half.
That has become something they've done a lot of. Again, came into the game averaging 13.5 points a game. That won't change very much as they've given up 14 tonight. Now the offense needs to work some time off the clock. Christian Hallam is the quarterback. He'll throw it to Livingston on the right side. There is a flag on the play. Seems to come around from the line of scrimmage. I don't know if somebody lined up offsides or moved. General illegal procedure is whistled dead, so I'm guessing somebody was offsides. Pass play covered about 5 or 6 yards on the far side. Illegal formation against the Rangers. So the 5-yard penalty will march it back, and the Rangers will have a 1st and 15 for Christian Hallam and the Ranger offense.
Good opportunities. You mentioned 6 minutes and just a little under 6.5 minutes left to go in the ball game this evening. The main thing to do right now is eat that clock.
Hallam in at quarterback, sends 2 receivers to either side. Now gets a blocker next to him. They'll give it to Saul Laura, who will run over the right side, finds the seam, gets about 10, maybe 15 as he gets out near the 42-yard line on a nice run by Saul Laura, the senior, 5'8", 185. They'll mark him actually at the 41, so a nice run for him of 12 yards. It's now 2nd down and 3 after the penalty. A nice gain.
Another New Braunfels. As a matter of fact, he's calling for a sub right now. He's a little banged up. That is the defensive end, Abraham Labas. He might have stayed in the game.
So out of the shotgun, Hallam gives it up the middle. Nothing there. That one is Saul Laura again, and the defense comes up and makes a stop. One of the players who was in on the play.
Schmidt, 47, made the tackle.
Yeah, that's Noah Schmidt. Loses his helmet on the play and comes to the sideline.
Yeah, got to come out for that without that helmet.
So 3rd and 2 from the 42. So give him actually a yard on the play. The Rangers taking their time as the play clock still has plenty of time to go as we go under 5 minutes to go in the game. Hallam, 2 receivers either way, takes the shotgun snap, wants to throw it. Right edge, pass caught on the edge by C.J. Medlin. The senior receiver gets a 1st down catch, and they've got another player banged up on the play, number 90, Abraham Labas.
Yeah, he was hurt a couple of plays ago and was motioning for somebody to come in for him. I think finally they're now able to get him out of the game, give him a little bit of a break.
So Medlin's reception might be his 1st of the year. In any event, it is a 1st down, and the Rangers are in business at their own 46, 1st and 10. Game clock goes under 4.5 to play. Hallam, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It's a run. Laura, right side sweep, gets bumped, gets pushed, gets knocked out of bounds. No gain up at the 46. It's 2nd down and 10.
Just got back to the line of scrimmage before being driven out of bounds. But of course, that does stop the clock with 4 minutes and some change left.
Made the tackle on Laura. No gain.
So playoffs next week for Smithson Valley. They will be in the friendly confines in Spring Branch, as we understand.
Yes, indeed. Should be a 7:30 kickoff on Friday night at Ranger Stadium. Hallam takes it. It's a quarterback draw. Up the middle he goes. Wrestles away and gets a 1st down and gets deep into New Braunfels territory at the 41 on a nice run of double-digit yards by the junior quarterback, pardon me.
Great call that time by Hallam. He sold a fake and then just found the middle open. Took good advantage of it. Picked up some good yards.
13 to be exact, and we continue to bring in new players on that offensive line and such. This is another tight end, Michael Perez. Here's a sweep to Livingston. Successful the first time. This time not as much room, but he actually makes something out of it. He made a couple of guys miss him and then leaped over another one. Livingston will actually get about 6 yards, maybe 5, to the 36. It's a gain of 5, and it's second down and 5. And beyond that, it keeps the clock rolling with 3:25 to go in the game.
Keep it on the ground and keep eating that clock. Good run that time by Livingston.
Hallam again paying attention to the sideline. Has 2 receivers left, one to the right. A blocker coming left in motion. They give it to Saul Laura up the middle and close to a first down. We'll see where they mark him. I think they had to get past the 32, and right now it looks like the ball's at the 32. So 3rd and inches now for the Rangers as the game clock goes under 3 minutes to go.
Joshua Norton making the stop that time for the Braunfels, but as you mentioned it, now they're calling it 3rd and short.
So Hallam again looks to the sideline, has one receiver to the right, tight end on either side, 2 backs with him. They give it to Laura, sweeping right. Defense is there, stands him up. It's not a first down as the Braunfels defense comes up with a stop. Looked like Noah Schmidt was in on that one. So a loss of 2 is what they'll say. So 4th and about 3 for the Rangers, or a long 2. And they'll go for it as the game clock now goes under 2 minutes to play.
Might as well just try and finish things off.
One receiver to the left, one to the right. 2 backs, 2 tight ends. Hallam gives it to Laura, sweeping right again. They stay on that play. This time he gets the first down, stays in bounds, I believe. They'll stop the clock with the movement of the chains, and then it will roll with 1:42 to go, and the Rangers up big, 50-14. After the 2 teams exchanged touchdowns at the start, and actually at one point it was tied 7-7 after the first quarter, and then the Rangers kind of started moving the ball. Actually, they moved the ball early in the game. They just had a turnover on their first drive. Now they continue to move the ball even with all the starters on the sideline. Hallam gets some motion, fakes the sweep, gives the sweep. Actually faked the sweep to Livingston, kept him himself, and he'll get a first down up the middle as he gets inside the 20 and inside the 15. Christian Hallam, the junior quarterback, doing a nice job tonight of running this offense and keeping the clock moving.
It's pretty much academic at this point. But you got to tip your cap to Smithson Valley. What a great evening they've had. What a great season they've had. Just kind of eliminate the mistakes when you hit the playoffs. 1 or 2 more plays is all that it will take for this game to end out clockwise. Hallam waiting now for the snap. If he takes enough time, he takes a knee. Well, he'll have to do it again. Snap it one more time.
On 1st and 10 from the 14, he snapped it and took a knee. And my guess is that's what they'll do again, as the play clock, about 5 seconds difference between the play clock and the game clock, now going under 30 seconds. So Hallam gets everybody set, and he'll take the snap and takes a knee, and that will bring up 3rd and long. That will also end the game, as the Rangers will put up 50 in a 50-14 win over the Braunfels Unicorns here at Unicorn Stadium on a beautiful Friday night. Both teams headed to the playoffs. We'll tell you more about that when we come back. But again, it's a final score from Unicorn Stadium. The Rangers win it 50-14. We're back after these timeouts on the Ranger Network.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by Security Bank, Ferris Orthodontics, GVTC, Wick Productions, HEB, Rangers Network, Chicken Express, Pizza Hut, Red McCombs Ford, and Smoky Moe's.
Carpooling with Coach. You're up early to coach those Rangers, and we're up early to make great smiles. What a great idea.
I agree. You guys do the driving,
Gives me a little time to watch some game film.
You mind if we play a little bit of music this morning? Hey, Coach, that was so much fun. What time should we be here to pick you up?
About the time the Rangers wore red.
On the Ranger Network, we're back at Unicorn Stadium for some final thoughts as the Rangers win at 50-14 over the Unicorns. End out the regular season. Smithson Valley finishes 7-2, 6-1 in the district. Braunfels Unicorns are 6-4 and 4-3. Both teams headed to the playoffs. We're pretty sure Smithson Valley will play at home next Friday night, and we believe they will play Warren in that first-round playoff game, as Warren was a winner over Taft tonight.
Well, actually, the report we've got right now, just to justify, because we think this site may have had their issues this evening. I'm showing 7:53 left to go in the fourth, but Warren is on top of Taft, 49-28.
You told me the 7 whatever was about 30 minutes ago, so I'm hoping that's a final now. In any event,
well, you're right. It should be.
In any event, we think we're playing Warren Friday night, and we hope you all come out. But obviously, pay attention to all the things you pay attention to know those kind of things. I'm sure all the media outlets will have that official by sometime tomorrow. Again, it's a great college football regular season that has come to a close, but now it's time for the playoffs. It's the postseason. And it's what everybody looks for in high school football, and the Rangers are no different as they get ready for another playoff run that begins at home on Friday night, and we'll have it with you. We'll have it for you on the Ranger Network, so we hope you stick with us. So for Austin Milam, who handled stats, for Roland here next to me tonight, this is Tony Brubaker saying goodnight and God bless. The Rangers win again, 50-14.
Welcome to the Rangers Network. 24-hour-a-day access to news, game replays, original shows, live game night radio coverage, and more on rangersnetwork.com. Watch every home and away game the day after, complete in the way only the Rangers Network can bring it to you. Never miss an episode of Inside Rangers Football. Listen to all the games live on your smartphone with our exclusive live scoring screen. Rangers Network is your media hub for everything Rangers. Be a part of Rangers Network.